That's a little. This has a little kick to it, girl. Just a little one.
Oh, it's heavy too.
Yeah, you fired it before.
Have I?
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm
Do
sorry.
you remember the old ping?
Let's see. Nervous.
Nervous.
A little kick.
This is not.
It's fun. You wanted to shake the whole yard, didn't you?
Yeah, wake people up. There you go. Hey everybody, this is my International Harvester from the CMP. Had a nice day at the Ranger with it. Gonna break it down, do a quick cleaning. Make sure everything's clear. Drop it down, safety on. I'll use this little tool right here. It's a great little tool to the trigger housing out. Pop that off. Stock comes right off. Now, this is one thing about International Harvesters. Their stocks, if you can see their serial number, well, they've got a number in here. One way you can tell if you actually have a traditional International Harvester stock. You know, I got 4 numbers right here. Let's break it down. A little greasy. Spring out. Where are you at? The bolt out. Oh, there. Pop right out. That's all I'm going to break down. I'm not going to break down too much more. Give it a nice quick cleaning. Put some fresh grease on it. First thing I do is spray down some CLP. Show you out, brother. I don't know if you noticed, but especially right here, you always want to put a little bit of oil on here. You find, especially a lot of them, get a lot of pitting right here in this operation rod. I always spray it all down. The inside out. And I'll spray some down the barrel. Let that sit. Start wiping the rehousing down. And what I do is always release the trigger, just the hammer, let it drop. Just don't want it to slam it, so you gotta put pressure on it, hold it back. Wipe everything down. The two places I put grease on here, right here where it catches the hammer, and a little bit of grease on these little points right here, and then also grease up where the bolt slides across it. You don't have to put much, just a little bit of grease. That's pretty much all I do. All the rest of the CLP and all that in here will keep it nice and lube. Move the up rod down. Get all nooks and crannies. Where I grease up here, right here where it slides across the action, where your bolt goes in, and underneath where it slides underneath on the bottom of the barrel. Also like right here where it actually goes in that little notch in the barrel where it rides. Put too much on, I don't try to put too much on, but if you put too much on, it's just going to sling it off. Also, like wherever you see any like wear or metal, always put some on. Get everything down off the bolt. Always get a clean brush or decent brush. Make sure you clean up underneath, like where his extractor is. Make sure everything is nice and clean. No debris behind there. Everything on the bolt face. With that settle, you know, you want nothing there to obstruct it from settling nice and smoothly on there. Now just hit where it rides in the rails. Always hold the firing pin back a little bit, clean up behind here if there's anything back here. And make sure that thing moves nice and freely. And for greasing, always put on the lugs. Anywhere you see wear, you know, it rubs on stuff. I always put a little bit on the lugs. You got a lot of pressure on those lugs. Don't have to go crazy with it. A little bit back here where you see where it rubs. That's where it slides over the hammer. Bring this weight down. I do put a little extra coat of grease on here. I mean, a little coat of oil on here. Nothing crazy, just a little bit. I just work it in with my hand. And I'm going to put a little bit of grease. It's right here where the forks are. to the barrel. Get all this out of the way. Wipe everything down. Clean out the rails real quick. Rails inside where it rides. Ramp and all that. Keep the wipe out. I'm just going to run a bore snake through it. You go too crazy at the range, only threw a few rounds through it. Now put a little bit of grease in the rails. Inside one also. I also like the grease back here, back of the receiver. This is where you see that wear mark on the bolt. So cold, the grease is cold. Hard to get out of the tube. And I also like to put a little bit right here on the bottom, this bottom part of the barrel. This is where the apparatus slides on. That is it. I'll start reassembling it. Yep, right in. Bolt back in. And you got it first try. Now what you want to do before you put the spring or anything, you want to make sure it slides by its own. And you're all good. Put your spring back in. Stock back on. Set you back on that. Pop it open. back down. The old smack in. There you go. That's pretty much all I do. Here's a trick. I don't like leaving spring tension. So there's a trick to, so you can drop the hammer. You pull your action back. It comes like halfway. You kind of feel it hit something. Kind of hard to explain, but and you pull the trigger and your hammer will drop when you pull it back up. Now you got no tension on your hammer. No spring tension. Well, nice wipe down with a clean rag. This is my International Harvester M1 Garand from the CMP. I'm pretty lucky to get this one. Lucky to get it with the original, with the International Harvester stock. So you have that number inside. Wipe off anything excess that's sticking out. Well, that is it. There's my International Harvester from the CMP, M1 Garand. See, still a nice shooter. Take it to the range. Have a lot of fun. Alright, thanks for watching.